You're tuned into America Talk Live, continuing the legacy of the LA Talk Live broadcast network. This is the all-new and built back better America Talk Live, where it's still more than just talk. This is LA Talk Live.
Yo. What's up? Welcome back to Sabir Bey Show in the building. We got the teacher in the building all day and night. Yo, we got the teacher, Karis. What are you doing, man? Come on, man. We got Space Bella in the building. That's my co-host, Tasha.
We bringing it back.
Woo. No, we waiting for you. We was waiting for the teacher. Come on, man. You good?
Okay, so we good. I'm here now.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sabir Bey Show. We got the teacher,
Am I supposed to sign in?
Yeah, you gonna sign in? You got that too. See how this thing go down in real hip hop?
Yeah.
See how it go?
You ready to take care of business?
We gotta adjust the mics, man. He's trying to adjust his mics. See,
Don't even wait for me.
I'm telling y'all. See, y'all can try to sit up here and try to. He said, which one is his? He's trying to adjust his mic too. Go.
Yeah, I'm good now.
I love that track.
Okay, yeah.
The Chiefs is back. The Heat is back.
It's a Marley Marl track you got on.
I already know, bro. We was at SOBs when we did this too, man.
It's interesting.
Yeah, but you want it. The Heat is back.
Come up a little bit more, right?
Yes, sir. Well, welcome, man. Wow, man. Welcome, Chris, man.
I'm happy to be here, finally.
Finally, to be here in the
Finally,
studio. Man.
chilling. This is a great thing you guys are doing here, man.
No, you part of the family, man. You know, you're part of Temple Hip Hop, man, all day.
Wow.
So what's up, Chris, man? Man, finally got you in here, man. I've been many different places with Chris, man, and this spot here is home. It's funny that we linked up in LA.
That's great.
That's great. From New York
all
all the way
these
to
clocks behind you.
That's
wow.
every city where the radio station is at.
Right.
So we got people viral, man. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Nice.
You looking around.
Nice.
He's still amazed. See, this is hip hop. We had to create it.
No, this is nice, man. Come on. I mean, people can't. They can only hear us, so they can't.
No, they can see us.
Oh, they can see us. As
They
well.
looking at you,
Yeah,
but
they
do
can
see
see
us.
us.
Okay.
Cameras
I'm old
everywhere.
school. Hey, what's up, y'all?
Come on, man. This ain't
No
brother.
doubt,
They looking
no
at us
doubt.
right now, man.
Because this reminds me of like college radio.
Wow.
Like the look of it.
Right.
It's like college radio.
Well, this is East
Like,
Coast too. You know
this
that,
is-
right?
It's hot.
The owner right there, he's from East Coast.
Wow.
Philly. All day where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
Philly in the building.
Yeah. Well, Philly and New York is neighbors, man. So we families. Come on, man. Yo, I want to again invite everybody again. Tell a friend. We got the teacher, Karis, one in the building. We was on the phone talking back and forth about some things, but we're gonna do more talking here at this particular show. If in between we're gonna play some music. But I wanted Chris to see this movie that we were talking about, Django, which is a big thing, and he didn't see it. He said,
I gotta back up off the mic on that.
you gotta back up. No, because you see the stuff we got here, right? We got law dictionaries, we got civic, and actually this is the book I was bringing in to show you. This is actually an older dictionary.
Yeah,
See,
that looks pretty.
You put that book
down.
to use.
No,
This is nice.
I bought that book like that.
Really?
That book is, trust me, that's like over $2,000.
Oh,
that
wow.
book alone. Period. Beat up as it is,
Wow.
it's one of the original law dictionaries, Bouvier's. That's better than everything somebody's carrying now. Black's Law, whatever.
Okay.
That is that book.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in Congress, politicians, that's the book that they carry.
Wow.
You got many different law books: Ballantyne's, Bouvier's, Blackstone's, the whole nine. And
So
also,
use that book was how much?
that book right there. Well, I only paid like probably 50 cents for that. But now, if I wanted to sell it, I can sell it as it is.
Wow.
This is how crazy it is right now for $2,000. If I choose to do that,
Yeah.
that's a gold mine. You know what I mean? I know Chris has the 4th edition, right? You got the 4th, right?
No. This is not.
I'm talking about yours.
No, I don't know if this is Black's Law.
That's not Black's. That's Bouvier's.
Right. No, I don't have this at all.
No, I know you ain't got that one. And a lot of people don't
Right.
have that.
No,
That's
I
why I
don't
said
have
that's
this.
history right there.
I have the 4th edition of Black's Law Dictionary.
Explain to people what that is, because people probably say, "What is that? A black dictionary?"
Nah,
Explain to
it's a-
people, man, because you
Black
got some
folks.
ignorant people. Like,
It's a basic a law. It's actually a law dictionary. It's one of the common law dictionaries. It's called Black's Law Dictionary. They come out with them every 2 or 3 years. There's probably an 8th edition out. But what's interesting is how the law changes every once in a while. Every time these books come out, little words change here, little things, little inflections, little things get switched around, and people don't realize how the law is really changing around them every day, every month, every year. Definitions change. One thing that you may have thought was one way on Monday, on Thursday, it's not like that anymore.
Exactly.
A good example of this is when we were growing up, we had 9 planets when we were growing up. And as we grew up, we were told that one of the planets, I think Uranus or Pluto was it, was no longer a planet. And now we had 8 planets, and then that went for like a year. We had 8 planets, and it was taught for like a year. A quick year went by, and then they said, okay, we don't have 9 planets. We have 8. No, we don't. We have billions. So now we have a new telescope in the sky, and there's billions of planets out there. This concept of only 9 planets in our solar system is no longer valid. Now, we've been growing up for years. People have been basing their lives, their reality, their spirituality on 9 planets in the sky. And this is the importance of how knowledge changes. Laws change, reality changes, and if you don't change with it, you're stuck in a
stagnation.
And it's worse than stagnation. It's like you're really moving and having life in a reality that is no longer. Like most of us are still living Aristotle's reality. Like Aristotle's reality was there are 7 levels to reality, and the highest was the 7th heaven, and we still attribute the number 7 to spirituality and heaven and so on. And a lot of this comes from Aristotle, at least in terms of Western civilization's knowledge and so on. A lot of it comes from there. This idea that God is at the center of all perfection comes from Aristotle. You may believe that in your own self. You may think that, it may be a conviction of your own.
Yeah.
But in terms of knowledge and education, this concept of God being the center and the highest and the greatest and the that's all Aristotle. That's not even the Bible. That's all just Aristotle. But then here comes Francis Bacon, who disproves Aristotle.
Who is Francis Bacon, man? Listen, some people are new to this. They don't even know who these people are. Like,
well, you're online. You can just while I'm talking, you just type these people out.
There you go.
17th century philosopher Francis Bacon came out with something called the New Organon. As a matter of fact, Aristotle came out with what is called the Organon, and it was a way to argue points of view so that you can get at the truth. But Aristotle felt as though that the only real authority was God from the Bible, actually, not God in the Bible, but God from as taught by the church was the ultimate authority, and we should get all argument is based on your proximity, your argument's proximity to God. And Francis Bacon came out and said, no, that's not how arguments are won. You have to actually analyze the subject in which you're talking about, and so on and so on. So you're holding up a book called The Art of Deception. No, what are you pointing to? Update. Oh, thinking. Yep. An introduction to critical thinking. People throw that word around a lot.
Yeah.
Critical thinking.
How to deal with arguments. This is one of the good books. This is a good book right here, man. And I share this with people a lot. But like you said, we threw this around a lot. Yeah, it's a hot book, ain't it? See, this is what we do on the show. It's like these types of books people need to know. Like you said, the law doesn't change itself. It's the policies that change. Okay. Law is universal. If I take, that's wrong. We know that's nature. It's wrong, period. I know that's wrong. If I injure you, it's wrong. Wow. That's nature. And nature's going to take its course. So the law doesn't change itself. It's the policies, the statutes, the ordinances, and people got to know all those things. And I'm going to say this, Chris, because in the movie, and I'm going to go there real quick, because I said this. It's a good book. You picked that up.
He just ran through several philosophies. This one here, persuade a skeptic. That concept of skepticism, that's deep in philosophical debate and argument and so on. And it's been argued 3 different ways. Aristotle, René Descartes.
Yep. It's mentioned in there.
It's argued in so many ways, but which way is the way you gonna argue it? once you get past the symbols, it's funny you say the art of deception, because once you get past the symbols, you understand. Law is very easy to understand.
There you go. Thank you.
Very easy. These big, thick books and this, that, and the other, that's only there to hide the truth. But once you understand the basic principle of what's actually being done, and which is also scary.
Yeah.
I mean, to really look back and man, you a slave for real.
No, I'm not a slave.
I ain't no slave,
man. I got a car outside, man. I can get up and leave when I feel like leaving. Man,
what? I'm on TV every day.
Yeah, you talking about I can get in my car when I feel like I ain't no slave, man. Get out of here,
yeah,
man.
No, people don't
Chris
realize.
Is crazy.
Yep,
Chris is crazy.
That's
seriously?
Right.
No, he's right.
No, that's it. No, I'm wrong. Because the society says, no, you're free. Society says, you're free. So you believe because that is the authority. That's who's pointing the gun at your head. So that's the authority, the one with the gun at the head. And this is the basis of reality and law itself. This is it right here. It's that we live in a militarized society. So reality, and get this, now this is the mind blower right here. Because what I'm saying is not wrong or bad. Damn, here you go.
See, I'm gonna let him take over the show.
This is evil. This is evil. What I'm about to say right here. This is so evil. What I'm saying is not wrong or bad. The way government operates, or the way the manipulation of reality, is not wrong or bad. Here's the reality we live in. If everything was the truth, if everything was the truth, you'd have no freedom. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't do nothing. You like breathing air is the truth. That is the law. Yeah. Stop, break that law, and you're no longer in this dimension. Okay. To be in this dimension, gravity is a truth. Breathing air is a truth. Speaking and you comprehending is a truth. Now imagine if you could go outside of what other people believe truth is. They told you at gunpoint. Truth is this book, The Art of Deception. That these symbols, this T, this H, this E, this A, these symbols are saying the art of deception. But if you could look past these symbols and make these symbols respond according to your perception of them, you're free. If all we do is look at the symbols that these people offer to us, words, numbers, laws, this, that, and the other, and we start to look, we say reality is based on the symbol. Reality is based on this. Now, here's what I was getting to. If everything we do is real, okay, and is the truth, then we can't make nothing up. And this is why the American society is one of the greatest societies on earth. Here's why. Because it's all a lie. Other societies live by truth. You steal something, we cut your hand off.
Cut your hand off.
You rape somebody, we raping you. You do truth. What you do to others, you getting it for yourself. Truth.
Wow.
America says no, truth is not here.
It's not here.
No truth is here. This is called deception. We're going to make up a reality that's not truth. It's based on truth. You can find it in all these books if you really want to know. But for everyday people, you're going to live in a matrix. You're going to live in a made up illusion. And the reason for this is so that you can become more than what you truthfully are.
Wow.
In real life, you ain't nobody.
In the Matrix, you can be anything.
But in the Matrix, you can be anybody. You can do anything. And this is what makes America great. This is what makes this country great. When you understand the lie, it reveals the truth.
Wow.
It's so evil. Understand the lie. The lie. See, most people are looking for the truth. You don't want the truth.
No, they really don't.
You don't want the truth. The truth is the lion eating the deer, or the zebra, or some alligator leaping out of the swamp and biting your leg off, or eating your kid. Like, imagine your little kid, you walking through the woods and something just come and snatch him and eat him, run up in the tree and eat him.
Wow.
Like, that's the truth. Like, that's the truth. You don't want the truth.
No.
What you want is a nice street with concrete, no stray animals around. The pigeons are chosen for you. The bugs that you're pushing off are chosen to be there. The trees, the buildings, the color of the buildings, everything is set up. It is not real. It is a prop. Now, once you understand that, now you start to say in that prop, I'm whatever it is I want to be. I say I'm hip hop. In this made up fantasy, I'm gonna be hip hop.
I'm going in deep, Chris.
That's what
I'm hip hop too, all
in
day.
this made up thing, that's what I'm gonna be. And this is what it's become. This is what it's become. Imagine the term hip hop is our term. We create reality with that. Like reality. Like imagine like.
It's not about a salary. It's all about reality.
What money do you need if you understand the reality that money is in? Money is not real in and of itself. We all know the story there. That the whole banking system is trust.
Well, most people don't know the real story, to tell you the truth. They're in the
see,
Matrix.
We'll see, and this is the thing, and I'm not going to speak too much because on this subject, because I'm also giving away the game too. And every real seeker of truth knows that certain things you can't say publicly or you shouldn't say because you give up the game. You weaken the game. But in this particular instance, it's important to let people know at least one time, at least just once, okay? Let them know it's all an illusion. It's all made up. And if you understand that for real, you will make yourself whatever it is you want to be in this made up reality. Don't seek the truth other than within yourself. Outside, there's no truth out here. You can forget it. This whole thing is time. Look at all these clocks. How could you have so many clocks on the wall if time is real?
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion. Boston's time is not Oakland's time. Oakland's time is not New York time. LA time is not Miami time. So what's time?
Let me real quick. This is what Noble Drew Ali said to y'all. For all the Moors that don't understand, Noble Drew Ali said, "Time never was when man was not." So time does not exist. I'm gonna repeat that again. Actually, this is Noble Drew Ali's solar return. For y'all that don't understand, this is his birthday today, January 8th. And actually, my mom passed on this same day. 4 years ago, my mom transcended 4 years ago on this same day. So. I actually was going to dedicate this show to my mom because on that day she passed away 4 years ago, and on Noble Drew Ali's birthday. And he said that time never was when man was not. So time doesn't exist. Time in is emotion. And people got to understand that. Like Chris said, all these clocks. How could you do that? I asked the same question. Seriously? You know, so this is what this show is really about. So we trying to bring the real information to people the right way and have edutainment, fun as we do it.
Well, see, that's the ultimate form of knowledge is dance, poetry, rhythm.
We got poets in the building.
You know, this is the ultimate form of knowledge. Malcolm X put it this way. He had said that to make things, and I'm paraphrasing, to make things more complicated, like, matter of fact, I'll say what he said, actually. He said, the measure of intelligence is how you take something complicated and make it simple.
Yep. Yes, he did.
And, of course, the measure of ignorance is how you take something simple and make it too complicated to understand.
And you know what's funny? That's how attorneys do stuff. They make stuff complicated to people.
Right.
They make it complicated so you wouldn't, I want to say overstand it for those that don't understand. I'm not under anything. That's right. I overstand everything. You see, language is important. Go ahead.
So question. Okay, so if time is not existing, we are tapping into a reality at the same time. So what is your theory on that? I mean, we all here. I mean, we can say this is just an illusion, but yet we are living this moment together. You know what I'm saying? We're looking at the same time. We're observing the same things. We can look at the news and see what's going on at that time. So we are existing as one. I mean, are we just, coming in as like travelers and just meeting on this plane and having an experience?
That's
right
another
now?
2 hours right there.
You know what I mean?
That's another 2 hours right there. No, but I hear exactly what you're saying. And see, this also points, let me deal with that directly. understand that our very consciousness is what's we don't have anymore. It's not that we don't have. We can get it right now if we decide to live the original way we were meant to live. Here's an example. Here's with time, okay? Time is made up by people who have to control nature itself. The world is not the earth. The earth is an actual living being that we live on in the universe.
Right.
The world is what people do on that being. Time doesn't exist for the earth. Time only exists for the world. What people are doing. Now, we were original earth people. We were a part of the earth. The earth doesn't have time. The earth has seasons. There's no need for that. There's seasons. You flow in and out of.
So the controller set up time?
Yes.
Wow.
Time is set up for the control of
so
nature.
It's like we're playing a game. We're going against the controllers and.
Well,
man.
no. Well, see, once you know the game, you don't want to go against it. Hey, let's lose all of these times.
Okay.
If matter of fact, the fact that you have all of these clocks on the wall actually means that you understand the fallacy of time, the illusion of time, because you got all. Now, imagine a person that is only connected to Los Angeles time. That is their clock. They don't understand no other time. That's the time. Their salaries are connected to that time. They're picking up their kids at school at this time. This is the clock I work on.
Right.
Now imagine the illusion that they're in, that their whole day is based on this machine. And just 6 hours away, say in Arizona, the machine's different.
Closer to the mic.
I'm doing that on purpose.
Right.
I know you are. He don't understand.
I'm doing that on purpose.
I understand.
Because when you come close like this, that's when you're really making your point.
Exactly. I know that. I know that. He's telling you that. Well, real quick, y'all listening to the Sabir Bey Show on LA Talk Live. Y'all, hit us up in the studio at 323-247-7443. I got my man Karis one in the building, the teacher.
We can get back to that.
He's going in. Go ahead, bro.
No, we'll just to put a period there, because that's a very important question. We are in time. We are in time because we're in society. We've chosen to live in this civilization. So if you choose to live in this civilization, then there's nothing wrong with this civilization's rules. The only problem is when you believe these are the only rules there are, and you have no place else to go. You have no place else to think. You can't maneuver. When their rules fails, you got nowhere else to go. Or when they're trying to impress their rules upon you, you got nowhere else to go. That's where this form of knowledge really comes in. It's not really even to go up against their rules, because the wisest minds on earth created these rules.
Wow.
The people, like, this is an ancient technique this is. Make the world believe that the good is a threat.
Wow.
And this is how the world is kept in control. If you really believed that the world was controlled by evil, manipulating people, there'd be riots in the street tonight.
You know what?
People would not stand for it. But you don't really believe that. What you believe is the people running this is just like me. They just like, they may do a little dirt here and there, but they just like me, basically.
Yo, there was a scene in the last Batman like that, when the dude stood up on the truck. And he said that in the movie. He said in the last Batman, the guy that had the mask on his face, he was saying that. What the illusion, they was going crazy.
Damn, I gotta see that.
You gotta see some movies. You gotta see Django, man.
Django I gotta see for
listen,
educational purposes.
You said something, go back a little further about the whole duress piece. In that movie, at the end of the movie, it was a scene in there with Leonardo DiCaprio and the guy who was buying Jamie Foxx's wife back. And they was dealing with bill of sales, contracts, all this was in the movie. He said, down south, we shake hands. Now, he already signed the paperwork. Right. He said, but down south, we shake hands. He said, well, if it's an option, I don't have to shake your hand. This is what the guy was saying who was with Jamie. Right. He said, if it's an option, I don't have to shake your hand then. Right? So he said, well, if the nigga leave out the door talking about the girl, shoot her, right? So they debating. So he walks over to the dude and shot him. He said, because down south, he shot Leonardo DiCaprio. He said, down south, we shake hands. People don't understand that when you say understand is a contract, the word understand is a contract.
Right.
In there, he said there was a scene. He said, shake my hand. That's a contract. That's how I used to do it back then. A shake of a hand was a contract. So he was saying, I don't have to do that in the movie. So when he had the gun facing the girl, that's a form of duress. People understand there's a term called duress because now you're forcing me to go into a contract with you. So now you're going to hold me liable later on.
Right.
And he knew this. Watch the movie at the end.
But that's kind of like the days of old. I mean, are you saying
It's
it's
still
an
going on right
energy
now.
contract
It's
now?
still- yes.
Is that an energy
Let me share some with you.
contract? Like you giving that energy to somebody? Because I mean, in the days of old, yeah, you can shake and agree, but now it's a new thing going on. We dealing with energy.
But
So
yeah, let me share this with you again. It is energy, but people don't understand how easily you are led into contracts. What I'm saying to you, the modern day bounty hunters, which they were in the movies, were the cops today, the police. That's the modern day bounty hunters. It's the same game, but the players are different. See what I'm saying? You don't understand how they did it. But I love that piece with Quentin Tarantino was doing. And we got to call it real quick. You got something, Jerry? What you say?
Let me say this too. I lived in Japan for 18 years, right? And in Japan, if you notice with most Asians, they bow. They don't touch. Don't shake hands.
Right.
It's always a bow because that way there is no commitment.
Wow.
Okay.
See, we got some legends in the building. We got a call on the line real quick. Let's take this caller. Welcome to
That's
Sabir
real
Bey Show.
interesting.
Hello.
Yes,
It's
welcome to
Charlotte.
Sabir Bey. Peace. Welcome to Sabir Bey Show.
Yes, I just wanted to say shout out to Tasha Offset and KRS-One and you also. Thank you for the knowledge in the game. I'm from Philly, calling from Las Vegas, and I don't want to take up any time. I definitely want to hear the conversation, so just wanted to show some love to you guys and allow you to continue your process.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you. Yeah, but all this, all these things that we're talking about, Chris, it's like in this particular movie, and people, and that's why I wanted you to
I
see
gotta
it.
go see it.
You got to see it because
They should give you a percentage of it.
I know that's why I'm saying exactly. I wish they would. Make a phone call. Shoot, give me a percentage of it. Because if it's something that's good, I'll push it. Even your stuff, man. It's like I always push this. Even when I was doing radio back in Philly, and I'm not even gonna give the station's name, but I used to kill the KRS ones.
Right,
You know what I mean? They was like, Sabir, I gotta come to your show on Friday just to listen to Chris.
Right.
So that's what I would do. You know what I mean? So. And I'm glad to have him in here because we will be catching each other at shows and different stuff like that. And I would sit down with him and we would build. But this is his home. This is the Zulu Nation's the home. We're here. I love this brother for giving us this platform. We're going to take a break real quick and we're going to come back with more KRS-One, the teachers in the building. Listen, call us up 323-247-7443. I'm going to get that by heart. I'm going to get that number by heart.
I'm over here looking at the wall, but we're going to get it.
I'm going to get it by heart.
Yeah.
Space Dweller in the building. We'll be right back. Sabir Bey Show. Yo. Welcome back to Sabir Bey Show. Yo, y'all also can check us out on Facebook. Get at us. And if you want to advertise, sponsor, get at us at the station. Listen, this is the only place you're going to get this information. The fifth element of hip hop. Sabir Bey Show. And don't forget, next Saturday, y'all got to come out, meet and greet Jose Pimenta Bay the 12th. He's coming to L.A. Yes, y'all don't want to miss that, man.
Yeah, I may be there though. For real talk.
I know you.
I might have to be there because it's talk on the moors, like I said before.
Oh man,
I'm gonna be there.
That's gonna be bananas, Chris.
I need to see that.
It's gonna be bananas, man. Welcome back. We got a great going back to the teacher, man. We got some current stuff that we're gonna build on because we was talking about some stuff we need to do, and we're gonna talk about the temple of hip hop. What's going on with that, Chris?
First of all, you're showing me these books, but I can't borrow them, right?
Let me think. You don't know what the burn of the books thing,
This. I do not lend out books, so I'm a total hypocrite for even asking.
It's like gold, man. Listen, I had books that I didn't even get back yet.
Right.
I tell people to invest. Listen, I always tell people invest in yourself. Buy these books. Get them. I have a couple other books. We got the King Arthur's Plan. I got etymology books. We got these books you can buy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But those type of books, these are cheaper than those though. We ain't giving those up, so they ain't happening.
Sabir, one of the things that to talk topic on is are people reading?
Come on.
Because a lot of our people don't read, man.
Word.
I mean,
You don't
yeah,
read?
that's
What
real
you talking
talk.
about? I do
Wow.
read, man. Stanley, what's them books called? Them fantasy books? We read. What are you talking about?
They read online. And that's what a new reading is. You touched on something so deep right there about reading, you know, and being able to read different things. I mean, read graffiti, read hieroglyphics or hieroglyphs. Read. Can
And
you read?
speak different languages. I speak 7.
He speaks 7 languages. Wow.
Parlez-vous français?
Whatever, man. I speak
oui,
one.
oui.
I speak Blanglish, whatever this thing is called. Whatever it's called, man. Blanglish. I don't know. You know. Hey, let's go back to Chris, man. What's going on? Man? You say we got some current stuff going on, man?
Well, yeah, of course. You know, we all look. I thought I saw your face at the winter solstice event we had, the gathering on December 21st.
Yeah, I was there.
Right, I saw you moseying around there in the back.
Yeah, man.
somewhere.
You know, I'm
Okay.
always in the cut somewhere. Bro.
This is where we start. We had a phenomenal start. As you know, December 21st, 2012 was the end of the Hopi calendar, the Egyptian calendar, the Mayan calendar. A lot of astronomers have predicted that this was the real beginning of the age of Aquarius. We've now entered a new age now with the winter solstice this last time, all the planets lined up, blah, 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 the movie 2012. Right. What we did was announce for hip hop the birth of a new ministry. No other ministries have been birthed to our knowledge. We combed the internet, we looked around, we called. Nobody really announced a new spiritual path for the new millennium. No one has done this. We wanted to unite with other people who may have had spiritual paths because remember, these cycles of time are, well, the ones that we're following is 2,600 years, 2,600 year cycle within a 26,000 year cycle. And these cycles of time actually bring with them with the completion of each cycle brings with it new ideas, new religions, new nations are even born. So we figured this out and looked at hip hop and said, wow, take a look at this. 2013 or actually 2012, here we are alive, able, like, you know, this is the blessed age. This is the age that everybody said, you know, we supposed to have floating cars and,
I remember
you
those
know,
days.
this is it. This is the
Hoverboards.
age. All of that. This is the age of Aquarius. This is, I think the Fifth Dimension had a song on this. This was that blessed age. This is it. So what we did was we announced a new ministry. There, actually, same ministry, the Temple of Hip Hop. But we announced it as a new ministry, meaning that our press campaign went out new. But the Temple of Hip Hop basically is a hip hop preservation society. It's a ministry because we believe that the only way to preserve hip hop, not the only way, one of the sure ways to preserve hip hop is to preserve the hip hopper. For us to become hip hop, not just do it or collect it, but to become it and then preserve ourselves. If we can preserve ourselves as a culture, hip hop in its essence will be preserved because hip hop is not an object, it's a subject. And most people, when they talk about the preservation of hip hop, they approach it as an object, something to be bought or sold, traded, a book, a thing, you know, an object. When in fact, hip hop never even enters the physical world. It never. It's not of this dimension. Hip hop. It's not. You can't go to it. You can't wear it. You can't drink it. It's not here. It's not in the 3 dimensions that we live in plus time. It's somewhere else. And that's what led us to look at, well, where is this somewhere else that hip hop is? Where is it? How do we all know it psychically? We all know it. People in other countries who don't even speak English still know hip hop.
Exactly.
In essence, what is this thing that we are all engaged in? And this kind of a think tank, this kind of trying to figure out the essence of hip hop is what is called the Temple of Hip Hop.
There you go.
Now you can go a little further with that.
Let's take this caller real quick before we go.
Yes.
They dropped it? They dropped. Okay, they called back. Call back to the studio. Go ahead. Continue, Chris.
It goes a little deeper. Those that are part of the Temple of Hip Hop, because the Temple of Hip Hop basically is anywhere you are. If you say you are hip hop, then
Here we go.
Between your two between your temples. I'm pointing to my head right now.
Okay.
Okay, you can see me, right? Okay. They call this part of your head the temple.
Right.
Your temple. This is where the temple of hip hop actually is. It's in your head. It's right there. It could even be in your heart if you take it that further. But we do believe that if God is omnipresent and omnipotent and everywhere, then hip hop is not outside of God. So then what is the purpose of hip hop from a spiritual point of view? Why is God thinking us up? What is the point? What is why hip hop? What is this? And this then leads you down to really realize that, wait a minute, you mean to tell me I can know God through hip hop?
Yeah.
I can actually know the universe. I can know the mind of the universe through breaking and seeing graffiti or DJ. And the Temple of Hip Hop is here to say, oh yeah, you can. And as a matter of fact, that was the first way we met God, was through breaking or through dance, speech, body art, body movement, cave art, rock art. The four core elements of hip hop, breaking, MCing, graffiti, or DJing, are also the core 4 elements to human existence. It's not just entertainment. Breaking, MCing, graffiti art, cutting, mixing, and scratching. These are things that hominin humans did. These are things the first humans did to say they were
Where did
human.
the scratching come in back then?
That's fire. That's clothing.
Oh,
that's right. That's all that
You
cutting, mixing,
like
scratching. All of that. That's in fact, graffiti is an Italian word meaning scratch.
Graffiti is also the modernized hieroglyphics.
No doubt.
Yo, you know what's funny? I said if I ever go back to court, let me tell you, I said if I ever go back to court, I'm taking the gospel hip hop in the courtroom with me.
Okay.
You know how they
should.
you know how they say that you swear on the Bible? I said no. The Book of Revelation says don't swear. I'm gonna swear on hip hop because I am hip hop.
Right.
You know they said, what are you talking about? Chris trying to make a religion out of hip hop? It is, because if you watch basketball, football, anything, you watch it religiously. So for critics. And this is for all the critics that's out there, because I hear a lot, but they say, you be around Chris, you see this. Well, Chris trying to make a religion. It is a religion. Reline yourself back to hip hop. That's what I would say.
Right.
Reline yourself back to real hip hop.
Right.
And what other religion should you have?
Hey.
This is the point. I mean, imagine in the times that we're living right now, like the times that we're living, 2013, okay? Our Abrahams and Moseses and Jesuses, they're still walking around.
Exactly.
Like, imagine this. Like, I mean, take it back to Christianity in its first century. You know, so Jesus just died on that cross, just defeated death, just went into the right hand of God in a cloud and pillar of fire. Jesus is gone, full victory. Now here comes Paul. So Paul never met Jesus, nothing, okay? Paul gets some revelation from a horse that's talking to him. Now, Paul then says, wait a minute, this Jesus guy, this Christianity, I myself was not a disciple, but I believe on this dude right now, and here's what we need to do. We need to set up churches in these places, and I'm sending y'all letters and trying to tell y'all how to do this and this, that, and the other. Now, almost every religion on earth begins just like this. And they always begin at the beginning of a new age as well, just like we right here. The issue is, why do we not believe in ourselves? Why do we not believe in ourselves to this level? It's like, for me, I tell people all the time, I'm not really interested in hip-hop being a religion. I'm more interested in its culture, its being a nation in that sense. But your religion is your culture. Your culture is your religion. You don't separate the two. You don't have one culture that praise another God. But this is what we're doing. We have one culture, like, say, called African American.
Whatever that is.
Whatever that is. But let's just say we have a culture called African American, Afro-American. Whatever. We have a black culture, let's say. Where's the God of that black culture? The God of that black culture, which may be a black woman or a cat or a monkey or a bear. I mean, like, really, like, black people, we all get together and say, listen, we believe that the bear is the ultimate symbol of God, and you kill bears, we killing you. Let's go. So now we got beef with the NRA, we got beef with this one and that one, so on, because our religious symbol is the bear, and you killing the bear, and this is the problem right here. Now, why would that be? Why is that even important? Because as silly as it may sound, as silly as it may look, Your whole nation is standing on something that another nation knows you willing to die for.
In India, they do the same thing. I think the cow,
The cow,
I believe, the
cow.
cow is sacred in India.
The cow is sacred.
Cow.
No, but they still getting bucked down, though. Big
Yeah.
up to my Hindus out there, but y'all already know what it is.
The cow and the cobra.
You know, the cow, right. But the cow, no, but the cow is what it really is. So here's our breaking music, and just to put
Yeah, because I know you got to grade go, but
Yeah,
you
I'm
come back. I don't want to, you know.
Oh, I'm definitely coming back for these books. You didn't say whether I could borrow them or not.
We're gonna talk about that. Which one you want, man? Go ahead.
This one.
Nah, that's not mine right there, though. That's
Oh.
actually you got to talk to the sister out there in the hallway,
Oh,
Karen,
man.
because this is her book right there. She will try to cut you, boy.
I
But
don't have this.
You know what? But as a matter of fact, I'll get you the one. I'll get you one.
I don't have this.
Okay, you can talk to. She's in the hallway.
It's very rare to bring a book to me that I don't have.
You got this?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, you got the
I
contract
got
book.
this, and King Alfred. I don't have this,
Contract book.
and I don't have this.
We'll make sure you get it though, bruh. We're gonna get it. You can talk to the sister in the hallway. We can be right back. The teachers in the building's great. Roll. Yo, a round of applause, y'all. Everybody. Listen.
Big up to you, first of all, and congratulations on this show, man. You are doing it way big.
Thank you, man.
Way big.
Thank you, man.
Everybody out there listening, send this brother some money right now. Send him money right now. If you enjoyed this conversation, support him. That's my point.
Yeah, we need our own village. We need our own village.
No doubt.
Big up to Africa Bambaataa, man. Chris, thank you, man. Peace. I see you next time. The doors are
Y'all
always
saw
open.
that,
You're tuned into America Talk Live, continuing the legacy of the LA Talk Live broadcast network. This is the all-new and built back better America Talk Live, where it's still more than just talk. This is LA Talk Live.